Now joining us for the MetReport Sports, here's Myles Potter.
MSU cross-country team headed down to Stillwater, Oklahoma for the Cowboy Jamboree. And our women's team, well, they killed it. They finished first in the small university division and second overall. Brianna Hemming led the Roadrunners, finishing fourth overall with a time of 19 minutes in the 5K race. On the men's side, they finished second. Jason Curley finished 12th overall with a time of 26 minutes in the 8K race. The next race for MSU will be the Roadrunner Invitational, which, yes, it is our home meet, and the race is tomorrow at Washington Park. Here's Nick Moss to tell us more.
Yeah, it's awesome. The ladies had a phenomenal race. I think we went up and competed against Division I, Division II NAIA schools. In the small division, we ended up winning the meet. In the overall, we were second to Oklahoma State's women, who are ranked, I believe, in the top 15 in Division I. We maybe got out a little too aggressively on the guys' side and faded it a little bit, and that kind of came back and bit us when we get towards the end of the race. West Texas just kind of edged us out.
After their first win in program history, women's golf was looking to make it 2 in a row as they headed down to Grand Junction for the Colorado Mesa Golf Tournament. After finishing day one back in third place, the Roadrunners had made a comeback, came flying back to second in day two, finishing with a score of 314. Cha-Cha Wilhoit had the best finish for the MSU, finishing for a tie for third, shooting a 153. The Roadrunners will be heading down to the Lone Star State next week to compete in the Lady Buffs Invitational. After a big win Wednesday night versus Colorado Christian 4-0, our number 8 men's team took their undefeated record on the road to CSU Pueblo to take on the Thunderwolves. And well, things didn't go as planned, as the Roadrunners would fall behind in the 35th minute as the Thunderwolves would get on the board. The Roadrunners would, however, outshoot CSU Pueblo 15-13, but it only counts when the ball goes in the back of the net. Preseason All-RMAC player Danny Arubla would have a couple of those shots. The Roadrunners fall to 6-1 overall and 3-1 in the RMAC. Next up for the Roadrunners is a game tonight against Colorado Mesa in Grand Junction. MSU hasn't won in Grand Junction since 2011, so I think it's time to break that streak. Then on Sunday, the Roadrunners will be back at home for their next match versus their crosstown rivals Colorado School of Mines. That game is at 2:30. Women's soccer headed down to Alamosa to play Adams State last Friday, and things didn't go as planned. MSU would surrender a goal in the first 6 minutes of the game, but it would never fear Marie Ipog was near, as she would score off a penalty kick in the last 20 minutes of the game to force a 1-1 tie. Then number 23 Roadrunners would head back to the Mile High City, where the Roadrunners are undefeated thus far this season, to face New Mexico Highlands. First half, Brianna Flory comes up huge with the save. She would have 9 saves on the night, her career high for her. Now, free kick for the Roadrunners. Lexi Marr puts the ball perfectly in the box, and it finds the foot of Jordan Post, who is money from inside the box, and it takes it top shelf. That's her first goal this season, and that's your halftime score. Second half now, and Roadrunners looking for more as Carissa Price flying down the sidelines. She crosses the ball through, finds the foot of Tess Hagenlock, but it would the keeper shut it down. MSU would hold on, however, for the 1-0 win.
I thought that, we needed this game. We needed to get the result again today. I thought we came out the first half and had some really good chances. Could have easily been 2 or 3-0 if we put some of them away early and kind of end the game, but we didn't, and that's what soccer's about. And
Roadrunners would have proved to 5-1-2 overall and 2-0-2 in the RMAC. After going 1-0-1 on the weekend, they jumped to the number 19 spot in the top 25. MSU is heading down to Pueblo to face off the Thunderwolves, who hasn't beat the Roadrunners since 1999. And then Sunday, MSU will be back at home to face Colorado Christian, who hasn't beat the Roadrunners since 2001. Sounds like it's going to be a great weekend for our ladies. After beating the number 20 team in the nation in Colorado Mesa 3-2, Volleyball looked to continue their highs as they face off against the Skyhawks of Fort Lewis. And there would be a bit of a hangover as Fort Lewis came out firing. Ashley Wells would have a night. She would have 14 kills on the night and 1 block to win the first set, 25-22. But Metro would rebound, coming back to win the next 2 sets. Fourth set now, Brandy Tor with the little sneak attack. She might be small, but man, she is sneaky. Then Lauren Quijano comes alive as she would have 16 kills on the night. Here's another one for you. Look at that power. MSU comes back to win 3-1.
Yeah, you know, we came out a little bit flat. Fort Lewis was doing some nice things, and they just play a little different style of volleyball than we do, and we didn't adapt to it very quickly. But you know, the bottom line is by the end of the match, we were playing Metro State volleyball and doing things the way that we wanted to do, rather than kind of falling into their system. And so, you know, it's not a great match for us tonight, but we're pleased with the win.